So, I'm really struggling with this working outside thing. I mean, I must have pissed Mother Nature off something royal because look what she did to me. So, if you've been following the whole progress, what was going on, I fiberglassed the inside the other night and I left it outside because of the fumes of it off gassing, and I figured I'd leave it outside for 24 hours. Well, I get up in the morning and go outside to check on it this morning so I can pull it in so it doesn't get rained on or make sure no bugs got stuck in the fiberglass. And it's on the deck. It's sitting on the deck, and I'm like, that's not where I left it. How did that happen? Then I checked the camera. So as you can imagine, I was not happy. My reaction luckily was on film, and I wanted to make sure that that became part of this whole process, that you could see the frustration that I had, because you put a lot of work into your projects, and to have something like this happen, and it was bound to happen. A happy accident, funny accident came out of the whole thing. When I was recording the video on my phone, my grandson happened to be in the other room, and he was having a bad time and he was crying, and I noticed, because what I was going to do is cut my frustration in and do a slow motion no, and just completely dramatize it. I didn't have to do that. So listen to his crying and look at my reaction. They almost coincide, 12 hours apart. It's like magic. So was that funny? Yes. Does it make up for all the work I'm going to have to do to get back where I was before all this started? Not by a long shot. And then the camera didn't kick in until after the helmet was in motion, so I still have no idea whether it was the wind or one of the outside cats, it was a raccoon, it was Bigfoot. Don't know. Irrelevant. What kind of damage did we get out of the fall? Well, we got a crack. We got a crack right there. And we also got a crack here at the bottom. But what does this tell us? What this tells us is reinforcement with fiberglass actually works, even if you do a bad job. Also, where I was on the whole project was I was in the process of getting this section ready for the bird. It came with two different ones. It came with a two-piece and a solid. I like this one a little bit better. The material is a little bit more solid. The texture was a little bit more solid, a little easier to sand down. But I didn't like the way it sat when I put it on the helmet. The end of the wingtips sit up a little bit high, and I'd have to fill it. But it lays flat at the very back real well. I decided to go with this, the one-piece one, because I felt like it just worked better for me. It had alignment pegs already marked there, so I drilled them out a little bit so this would sit in those holes, and I mapped it out with a pencil. And so what I'm going to have to do is drill a hole in through the top of this so I can hold it through the bottom with screws, and then I can use like maybe a thick glue to help fill in, because I don't think I'm going to be able to shove putty underneath there, or at least I'll figure that out when I get there. That's the whole thing with this whole process. You're just figuring out things as you go along. But I can't do that right now. I gotta go backwards and fix this. But I got my glue, I got my accelerator, and I got my putty. I'm gonna rebuild something. Now you go build something. Okay. Pew 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 pew.